Huh. Yeah, I'll be honest. I really had no idea how to start the video other than what I normally do. I don't know. I thought about, I was still going to do the low high act of kindness, but, just going to maybe do something different. I don't know. Something just, popped in my head and then it just, vanished. But, anyway, with that said, my low, my high, my act of kindness. Well, honestly, the only thing I can really say about my low is, here's the thing. Mondays, I know that we all don't get very excited on Mondays. I get that. I felt that way too. But considering how this was the first time in years where both Christmas and New Year's were both essentially weekends, when we got to Monday, it really did feel like a Monday to me. Throughout the day, there were various times where I'm thinking, wait, today's only Monday. And essentially at this point, nothing is going on. In fact, I'm pretty sure students started school today. Or yesterday. Oh, I say today. When I say today, I mean yesterday. Because, New Year's is up. Everything's all done, taken care of. So the logical thing to do would be to go back to school eventually. The question is when. If I was in college, I'd still be on vacation. And sometimes, if you were lucky, at least back when I was in, middle school and high school, I would still be on break for probably a whole nother week. But for the most part, school should be starting up fairly soon. I was thinking about this simply because at some point I'm going to need to go back to doing the class and session videos again, because I only do that on Saturdays when I know for a fact school was in session. The problem is, I am not, as of this recording, I'm not 100% sure if students, at least in my area, are, back in school. I can always look up an online school schedule, they exist. But it's just the thought didn't really occur to me about that until very recently. So I'll definitely need to, because here's the thing, this Saturday I definitely want to do my top 11 Super Bowl matchups that I want to see. But at the same time, if classes in session, if school really is, if students really are back at school, the class and session videos are going to have to start up again eventually anyway. I could just simply do like what I did yesterday and do the State of My Being address, a Mom Food Chronicle, and a One Piece manga chapter reaction. But that was a special occasion just because, 1,100 is a fairly big number, a number of fairly big significance, so I thought I should treat it as such. Honestly, this Saturday would just be a typical normal Saturday where, as far as I know, outside of, the NFL playoffs, nothing's really going on. I don't know. Well, the wild card playoffs is what I should say. But yeah, outside of that, nothing's really going on. I'll have to get back to you throughout the course of the week to see. But speaking of what I did yesterday, really all I have to say about my high yesterday is One Piece Chapter 1000. That's really all I have to say is what my high was. Yes, I did see my folks last night. And yeah, leftover split pea soup is awesome for dinner. Because, my mom made a lot of it. But when I look back on, because here's the thing, I've been reading One Piece. Oh, here's the thing, I saw the 4Kids dub when it first came out when I was younger. And, obviously it's as bad as everyone says it is. But, it did introduce me to One Piece, so for that I'm thankful. I started reading the manga weekly around 2009, or no, it was 2010. 2010 is when I started doing it. So we are nearing to the point of 10 years that I personally have been reading the manga, and just reaching chapter 1000, man, that's incredible. to put things into perspective, One Piece started publication on July 23rd, 1997, and only on January, really it was the 3rd where I did my reaction on the 4th, did you reach chapter 1000. So I would need to do some calendar math, but you're looking at close to 10,000 days in between that One Piece has been in publication. And yeah, I know there have been breaks weekly, and sometimes there have been hiatuses just because Ichiro Oda is sick, or it's a Japanese holiday, stuff like that. But for the most part, I mean, that would be it'd be the equivalent of me doing this for, gosh, at least well over 8,000 days. Maybe even over 9,000. I should, I'll do the math later. I should just get to the video now. Anyway, so yeah. Seeing my folks, that's always going to be part of my high, but just being able to read chapter One Piece 1000, and just making a video in which I actually did a reaction on it. I get to do that. I never thought I'd see the day, but here it is. It came and went, and it lived up to everything I wanted it to be. So I can't complain. My act of kindness, speaking of being with my folks, though, was, I helped clean up after dinner. Help my folks with everything going on. Yeah. Although, here's the thing. I forget what channel it was on. I think it might have been TNG. But Avengers Endgame was playing last night. It started at 7:30. And I'm like, listen, as much as I would love to stay home and watch it with you guys, look at the time when it ends. It's going to be almost midnight by the time it gets over, and I got to head home. So, yeah, if anyone saw Avengers Endgame because here's the thing, actually, no, let me get this over. Happy Tuesday, everybody. If anyone ever actually saw Avengers Endgame with commercials, it's clearly almost 4 hours long. I'm like, I don't think I'd be able to watch that movie if it was like that. It'd be the same thing, here's the thing. I love those 3-hour movies like Wolf of Wall Street and obviously Avengers Endgame. But with commercials, man, holy cow. I'd have to clear my schedule for a while if I wanted to do something with commercials, though. I mean, I can watch the movie wholesale commercial free and have a good time. That goes without saying. Again, both of them are only about 3 hours. But with commercials, man, I don't know if I can. I mean, I'm sure I would if I hunker down and do it. But at that point, would I really want to? Right. So there's that. Sorry if this week is going to be a little bit on the sort of mundane side. And that's really another reason why yesterday really felt like a Monday to me. It wasn't Monday, but really felt that way, at least for me. Again, Christmas and New Year's are over. We're just simply in January right now. And we're in January right now, and unfortunately, it's that time of the week where nothing's happening. That time of the year where almost nothing is happening. So it's going to be pretty boring, almost outright depressing. Just because, it's January, it's winter, nothing really is going on. No one likes the cold. It's just so mundane, But that's fine. Having done this for well over 1,100 days, I can guarantee you that, not every single day is going to be a gem. In fact, I really could go into details as to how bad some days really are, but I know for a fact you guys don't want to hear that. You shouldn't need to hear that. You shouldn't have to hear that. I'm here to, entertain the masses, and I'm not going to ruin anyone's day by being you know, a spoiled sport, I guess. Is that what they call it? Or a negative Nancy. Or actually, no, a negative Nancy if it's a girl. How about negative Nick if it's a dude? Or maybe a negative Ned. I don't know. Just, I don't want to use my name just simply because, like, when you think about it, and, well, not, I really should, it's hard for me to explain, but for the most part, whenever you hear the word Nick, unless it's like Santa Claus, I guess, or a famous celebrity that promotes good vibes, Nick really doesn't have the greatest, like, annotation for it, you know? Like, take Nick Cage, for instance. Like, lots of people like Nick Cage, but a lot of people also think he's crazy. Some people like him because he's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I don't want to fulfill, like, if there's a stereotype involving my name, I don't want to be a part of it. Or, unless actually, it's weird. Like, stereotypes are still stereotypes, whether they're positive or negative. But if it's actually a really good thing, would you really consider it a stereotype anyway? I don't know. I mean, again, at this point, I'm just sort of rambling on about something incredibly stupid and arbitrary right now. It's even sadder when you consider the fact that, just how mundane we are, because, at least as far as I know, nothing grand is going on. I mean, I have thought about watching some things in which I would be able to talk about them later, but I kind of want to be in the mood to do it. When maybe I will eventually. I'll need to hunker down and really think about that. Lately I've been playing Pokemon Fire Red and Emerald on ROMs on my computer. They've been fun. And thanks to PK Hex, I can get, like, all fully evolved Pokemon and just go nuts. It's great. Although, I learned the hard way. I actually learned this the hard way. But, recently I actually tried making a new save file on Fire Red in which my entire team consists of, you know, pseudo-legendaries that you have to start from the ground up. Like, for example, any one of the original fans of Red, Blue, and Yellow, Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite, that is a pseudo-legendary line. So, it's Fire Red, so that's 3 generations, 4 Pokemon, 4 of 6 of which are going to be pseudo-legendaries, including Dragonite. If you try to evolve anything that's not in the original 150, it's not going to evolve until you beat the game. So, I gotta scrap that now. Oh well. I don't mind it. It's still fun, and plus, like I said, at least was able to do some of what I wanted to do. Yeah, not really too much to say or talk about even. Yeah, the other day I was actually reading this one poster in which this year a lot of video game franchises are going to reach milestones in terms of anniversaries. Like, hold on. Let me look this up for a second. This is one thing I do want to look up on. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay, 2021. Yeah, this is the article I found. Hold on. Let's see. Let me look up, if I can find it. Okay, I can't really find it. Like, for one instance of things that was, okay, actually, here's some games. Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking at the list right now. There's a lot of like really great important video games going on that have like an anniversary thing. So that's really neat, I guess. What's a good example of one? The original Sonic the Hedgehog game is going to turn 30. Super Mario 64 is going to be 25 years old. Ocarina of Time on the Nintendo 3D, that's going to be 10 years old. You know, the 3DS. The original Ocarina of Time is going to be close to 25 as well. So there's actually lots to look forward to this year in terms of video game anniversaries. Maybe I could do a video on that. Maybe. I'll have to think about that. I don't know. Anyway, I should probably sign this off and get on with my day. Again, sorry if this seems rather mundane. But again, we're sort of back in that rut again. And sadly, until things start picking up, the weather starts getting warmer, stuff like that, it's probably going to be the same. But hopefully it won't be, too long when that happens. You know what? I'm going to look at one last thing. Hold on a second. Alright, I was trying to look up to see if America's Got Talent, the Champions is coming soon, but that doesn't look to be the case. Oh well. Like, favorite, chat, subscribe, and follow me on social platforms, notifications on YouTube. I'm very humbly making this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy for me. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I was going to be here to let you know. So I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.